Hey everyone, it's Amanda with the San Diego Lifestyle, and I'm here with some really amazing people that are here locally in San Diego working really hard with their company every day. So I want to introduce you to Brian and Haley from Elev8d Fitness. They are incredible people, and I just want to know all about them and their company. So tell me a little bit about Elev8d Fitness. What is it?
So Elev8d Fitness is a posture and alignment-based workout method, and it's based in the core movements that we think that your body should be able to do to be functionally fit and have full range of motion. And so we've created this online subscription-based platform so you can do these exercises literally anywhere, anytime, no props required, in your living room.
Wow, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
So how is that different from a normal workout?
So Elev8d is low intensity interval training, okay? So rather than high intensity, our exercises are meant to be deliberate. They're designed to align your body. So high intensity is extremely effective, right? But there's a very high risk of injury. You burn out really, really quickly, and it's really hard on your system. So our exercises, whether you're 18 or 80, it's maintainable.
Yeah, that's awesome. I always hear about high intensity workouts being the big fad, so it's nice to have something a little bit different to do.
And they're still challenging, and that's the big point. Is it's not like a walk in the park, but it's very deliberate and focused. You know,
Okay.
our focus is on form.
Yeah, okay. It kind of reminds me of bar a little bit, like the whole theory of doing little tiny movements but making a big,
less is
difference
more.
in your
Less is more.
So you guys have these different concepts of 8-minute workouts, 16, 24 minutes. So how does that work?
You don't mind, I'll answer that.
You go for it.
Think about an 8-minute workout and you have 23 hours or more left in the day, right? Sleeping, walking, moving, going to work, whatever. We want the 8-minute, which is so effectively sequenced and low intensity interval, maybe trickling into a medium intensity once in a while, but your body for the rest of the day is reaping the benefit of the 8-minute workout. So if you choose a 16, okay, that's up to you because you're at a different fitness level. We have a 24 if somebody says, hey, I really want to go. We even have one above that if they want to go there. But honestly, at 8 minutes a day, which I know you're a fan of.
I am. I love that one. That's my favorite.
8 minutes a day is going to create huge effects down the road, and it's honestly enough.
So what impacts does it usually have on your body? I mean, that doesn't seem like a long workout at all.
It's this amazing thing. The idea is that when you align your body, it operates as a unified system. So if you're all out of whack and your body's not aligned, you have all these dysfunctional parts, like a jumble of parts. And so when you work out, you're not efficient. It's like, think about it as like a tune-up for your car. When you tune up your car, it runs smoother, it's more efficient. It's the same way with your exercises. If you're aligned, you will function more efficiently.
I want to touch upon one thing. There's a lot of people out there looking at different approaches to fitness, and our approach is based on giving you the most benefit in the shortest amount of time, no equipment needed, really. You can do it anytime, anywhere, but the cool part of this is the result. And what we found, people coming back to us and saying, listen, after 60 or 90 days, 8 minutes a day in my house, hotel, 3 to 4 days a week, and they're losing 15, 16, 17, 18 pounds. And that wasn't their goal. We didn't go after them nutritionally.
They didn't change their diets.
Yeah.
And they
That's what was amazing.
That's so crazy.
Because really, truly, you put all the pieces together and make it work functionally, then it's like your metabolism kicks up. You create energy rather than spend it. It's an incredible thing. It's kind of like magic.
And a lot of people sit for a living, like we're doing right now. We're going to sit here for however many minutes, hours, whatever, and we think, wow, now we're going to get up and go to the car. Our hips kind of shut down. And one of the biggest complaints we hear about, or I hear about in fitness approaches, is that, yeah, I lost weight here, I lost weight here, I lost weight here, but not so much down here.
Yeah.
And the only way to get that going is to really become more hip driven. And these exercises are absolutely speared right at that. We're trying to get you to become as hip driven as possible, dropping your shoulders, getting more relaxed, and the hip drives all the movement. And the results are unbelievable.
You seem so serious about it. So is there any fun involved with these workouts?
Okay, so that's the best part, is the workouts are they're extremely short, and that part makes them more approachable, but really they are extremely fun, especially when you do them in a group, because you've never done these movements before. And it's like playing like you're a kid again. Like, the whole idea is that you become functionally fit, right? And when are we the most functionally fit? When we're kids, when we're climbing trees, when we're crawling around on the ground.
Have you ever seen a child do a squat?
Exactly. It's the form is incredible. And that's the idea, is that you should be having fun in your workout. Working out shouldn't be drudgery. It shouldn't be something on your to-do list. It should be a release, something that makes you excited to do at the end of the day or at the beginning of the day.
And then after the workout, you're going to say, wow, that was fun. And then 2-3 months down the road, you're going to go, wait a second. There's some game-changing results here, and then it becomes a lot more fun, because now the motivating is you won't be able to be quiet about this. You're going to pull in friends to do this, to go, you have to try this, try this, try this. We hear from so many people who say, I'm working with this trainer, with this trainer, with this trainer, and they're not being mean to their trainer, but they're saying, I wish I had better results. Quit spinning your wheels.
Yeah. So now it's 3-4 weeks into January, and a lot of people are kind of dying on their resolutions.
Right.
So how does this kind of keep you on the track to a good resolution?
Well, I think again, it comes down to enjoying what you're doing. You know, when you make manageable goals, I mean, 8 minutes a day, I don't care how busy you are, you can maintain that.
Yeah.
And if you're having fun in the exercise that you're doing, you want to do it.
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
Ladies, all this is fun about the idea that, it's 4 weeks into this, but if it's not creating results, it's not fun.
Yeah.
And I know I'm the boring guy. Remember, I'm the one going results, but I'm telling you, my customers are coming back saying, I have never experienced something like this before.
Yes.
Which is why I'm so excited to put this out there, because the results will speak for themselves. And you'll be smiling the whole time.
So it's great that it's all about alignment, but what about for people that have pain or they're not able to do workouts normally and just go to the gym and hook up with a trainer, and what do you do for customers like that?
Well, so that's the interesting thing about it, is it's all about functionality, right? And so the people that have pain, they have pain because their bodies aren't functional. Something's out of whack. You know, we should be like Da Vinci's Man, where everything's in alignment. And so our exercises put you into alignment so that ultimately those issues disappear. So, like, for example, we had an ambassador series over the summers. We had I think 5 people do the exercises for 12 weeks. And one lady had a lot of back pain. She was really, really struggling. And throughout the course of the exercises, her back pain completely went away. Her big fear was getting down on the ground with her grandchild. So this woman is 65, and what these exercises did over time, besides the fact that she lost well over 15 pounds, is it released her from her limitations, or what she thought were her limitations. Another example, my aunt started doing the exercises, right? And she has been terrified of stairs. The doctors have told her she has weak knees. I don't even know what that means. And so she did the exercises. Brian took her through a few things, and there were these stairs coming up from the lawn where we were doing the exercises, and she went after those stairs and just no problem. She didn't use any handholds, and she's in her 70s.
And this was
has been a big
after
fear.
the workout.
Yes.
So she should have been tired, she should have been this, but her body was basically able to take these stairs and say, no fear, because my body is not going to fail me. And that's what we have to get people to believe in.
What about people my age? I mean, I like to just do things very quick and efficiently. I do not like to spend a lot of time. So what about people like me?
I don't blame you, because I think that working out for extended amount of times can actually make you worse. And all studies are going that direction. So when we look at these fast workouts, your 8, your 16 minutes, it's going to be enough. Whether you do it as a standalone or whether you do it as like let's say you're a runner and you run 5 miles a day. You're literally running so far out of alignment that you're stressing your body, but you think you're more functional and you're more fit when you're done. It's absolutely the opposite, because you're only tapping in to 50% of your body's real ability as an athlete. And I know you don't have a lot of time, especially your age group. You don't have a lot of time. You guys are doing this all day, we're sitting all day, right? But let's get excited about 8 minutes is literally going to change that whole demographic by having them say, I'm done texting, finally, my fitness for my thumbs is over. We put it down, and now we do 8 minutes, and then your body says, you know what? I actually feel like going for a run again, which hasn't happened in 10 years, and they're only 25 years young, and they're thinking, I'm getting older, and we need to break that cycle. It's going to be amazing for that demographic.
Yeah. So what about for runners? Do you recommend doing this before running?
Absolutely.
Really? Okay.
Absolutely.
It's like the best thing. Like Brian just said, if you're running and you're out of alignment, you're only tapping into a fraction of your actual power. It's dysfunction.
And you can do all of this and then still go for your run and not
because you can't run with your shoulders and be okay.
It actually
This is what does the work.
energy. right? It'll make you feel like going and running.
Absolutely.
Because your body becomes more functional when you do these exercises.
So then on a day-to-day basis, it'll basically make you feel like going and doing more just in general in life?
Absolutely. It is an energy creator. That's the most amazing thing, is like it wakes your body back up. When you are in alignment, everything functions better.
Do you recommend normally doing them in the morning then? Like every day, or
what
what?
works for you?
I do mine in the afternoon. You know, if the morning for me is about, you know, just getting ready for the day, going through some of the metrics that I'm looking at for business, and then in the afternoon, I go, okay, you know what, 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 6 o'clock, whatever, but I will never do anything as it relates to like plyometrics and hard work if I wanted to work out with some of my pro athletes or whatever. And now I'm looking at it saying, why don't we do this elevated stuff, prep us for this, and sometimes that becomes the workout. High fives, everybody goes home and we go on with the day.
But what about if you're going to the gym a lot? Do you do this instead of going to the gym, or you do it
You
before
could,
go to
or
the
you could
gym?
use it as your before gym to get a real benefit out of the workout. Look, that reminds me of something. There are people walking around every day, and it's like spinning the wheels in the gerbil cage. They're like this. They're working out, working out, working out,
Sure.
and they're getting fatter.
Well, and it's not working.
That's correct. And how much fun is working out with no
I would
results?
love to cut out my hour and a half of driving to the gym and parking and putting my stuff in the
Let's
locker
just
and
go
going
with
out to the
that.
floor.
You actually drive to
I
the
mean-
gym. So think about that. The workout could be I park my car and I walk to the gym, or I run to the gym, but that's not our mentality. So what if we gave you the 8, the 16, the 24? We'll stick with the 8. It's the simplest thing to do, but the effects are massive for you saying, I want to get more efficient so I have more time in the day and I want results. You know what? 3 to 4 days a week times 90 days, you're going to come back to us and tell us, I didn't believe it, but I proved it here, and you're going to write something for us. And it'll be
Do you
fine.
think I could quit the gym and just do your workout
Yes.
and get more out of it?
Yes.
100%. Like,
Alright.
no doubt.
I really might try that. I really like the thought of not going to the gym. So.
Yeah. Well, and that's
Sounds good.
again, that's the thing, is you shouldn't dread working out. It should be something that re-energizes you and
Yeah.
that feels good. It should be fun.
I mean, I
period.
don't completely dread it, but when I get there, it's like, this is going to take an hour. I don't
Yeah.
know.
And when you look around, it's always the same people. They're in front of the mirror going like this,
Yeah.
and they're staring at themselves. And you know what, honestly, you're looking at it going, I'm a young female, I want results, and I want them fast, and I want to hang out with my friends, I want to hang out with my family, whatever I'm going to do. That's the beauty of what this
Yeah,
elevator
even
is doing.
this morning, I did not have enough time when I was supposed to go to the gym and have that 2-hour block. And
Yeah.
was like, I'm not
Well, and
gonna
think
be able
about
fit
going to the
this in,
gym.
so-
Like before Elevated Fitness for me, I would go to the gym and I would get on the Stairmaster and slog along, maybe for 20 minutes. I'm doing one movement I'm doing. I do 8 minutes of elevated. I am literally moving every part of my body. I'm rotating. It's flexion, it's extension, it's lateral movement. And when you move your body like that, it wakes all the systems up. I mean, it kicks up your metabolism, it creates energy. It's a total body workout. Whereas going and getting on the elliptical for, 45 minutes at the gym, I mean, you're spinning your wheels.
So is it the same basic workout for the whole 8 minutes every time, or is it something
All different
like
workouts.
Oh, it changes.
Okay.
But the sequence is very important.
Okay.
And let's say you get to the gym where you even have less time. You know, it's an 8-minute workout. I got through 5 of the 8 exercises. I'm happy with that right now, because tomorrow you're going to get 8, or the next day you'll do 8,
So you
whatever it
don't
might
have to
be.
do the
So
ones that you missed.
yeah, no. Don't even judge like that. Just go, you know what, I didn't miss. I did enough for my body that day. That's how brilliant the sequences really are.
Okay.
And the whole thing's about getting you in and getting you out with results. And it's based on 8 core movements, like we're saying, rotating and going under, over, extension, flexion. Every movement that the human body was organically, naturally made to do.
So tell me about the blog and how do I find the actual workouts?
So it's at elevatedfitness.com and just go to the blog.
With the 8, right?
With the 8, elevated with an 8.
Okay.
And again, it's subscription based, so we have a 2-week free trial.
Okay.
Everybody wants to try it. And now
Are
the
you
blog.
gonna take
Yeah. A
Try
wink,
it.
wink.
It's worth it.
Everybody,
If anybody would like to try it. And so the blog is just a space for us. We feel like we have a lot to say. We really want to bring alignment into the fitness space. And so we have a lot of really great articles that discuss that. Like, what does alignment do to your body and why is it so important to fitness and functionality and range of motion? Another big thing that we touch on in the blog is this idea of play, the idea of having fun in your workouts. Like I was saying earlier about what was it like to be like a kid when you were, on the jungle gym and crawling around on the floor. Like, we really want our users to focus in on that playful aspect in their workouts.
So then can they find the workouts right through the membership online?
Yes.
And is it a video series or, okay, so they're all videos you
Great
can watch.
instruction, everything's on there, and I will tell you what it's going to do. It's literally going to turn fitness upside down because either they get on board with this line of thinking or they're out of business.
I love that.
And no smile at the end.
No. It's so true, though. It's so true. I really believe that.
Well, you're a customer.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate going to the gym. I dread it, but I know I need it because it's supposed to be good for me. I'm out of time. All these stressors.
Yeah.
Every cell in your body is reacting to that stress,
Well,
and
another
then
one
you
of
go in.
my big things is just having a monotonous routine. I don't go to like spin classes. I don't go to yoga because it's just the same thing, and then I learn it, and then I'm bored, and I just want to go on to the next thing. So that's why that question was, because I just don't like. Once you learn how to memorize something, then it just becomes, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
you
like,
lose. You're not in the moment.
Today, but
You're
But
not
that's
in
why
the
know
moment.
how to do it.
That's why people use trainers so they can get some variety.
Yeah.
But a great
And know what
trainer
they're doing.
and a great trainer is hard to find. Great.
Yeah.
And if you have a great
It's
one,
expensive.
stay with him or her. They're amazing and it's expensive, but they're worth it.
Yeah, they really
But
are.
this is your 8-minute trainer 3-4 days a
On your
week,
own.
and it's on your own in your house if you'd like to. Use your own equipment, use your own floor, and there's no judgment in your own house.
And it is always changing. You get the variety, and so for instead of it turning into a rote, experience, it's always something new, which feels really good. You're always experiencing new movements in your body, it's a great way also to burn a lot of calories.
Yeah, definitely. So how do you know exactly what I need for my body? And then what does it cost?
It's $10 a month, which is a
Wow.
lot more bang for your buck than a $30 studio class.
Yeah.
A pop, and when you sign up, you put in all of your information, your age, your height, your fitness goals, etc. And we've created an algorithm so that your fitness plan is designed specifically for you. So it learns from your previous workout and sort of leads you towards your fitness goal.
Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah.
$10 a month.
For personalized, somebody there for you.
Yeah, you really can't beat that. That's amazing.
You really can.
Well, I want to get these chairs out of here, and I want to turn this into a little studio, and I have to see what you guys do. So I can't wait to see some of these workouts. You ready?
Yes.
All right, let's do it.
So we're going to take you through 3 exercises that are honestly 3 of my favorites for the posture, shoulders, hips, knees, ankles. Because as it relates to what we talked about before, in these 8 minutes, we've got to be able to instantly impact somebody so that they're moving better, so that their whole body is moving better. So we're going to start with your feet pointed straight ahead,
Okay.
fist width apart between your big toes,
Oh.
and straight means straight. It's going to feel slightly pigeon-toed to you.
Oh, okay.
And just that movement alone, which is critical, is going to trap your hips and make them do more work. Which, by the way, everything is hip-driven. If your feet turn out, the hip is off. So feet straight. Now put your hands in this position. So here's a fist, and just open it up like that, nice and stiff. And if anybody's trying this at home, so it's what we call a golfer's grip position, nice and stiff like this.
Okay.
Drop your arms to your side. Feel my hand up here, stay out of these muscles, and you're going to very lightly pull your shoulder blades together. So just hold it right there. Stay out of here, drop it down. So it's a down and back movement.
Okay.
Hold it right there. Bring your arms straight out to the side and circle forward 40 times. Don't lose count or we're starting over. Now keep it pinned right here. This should be pretty easily done. But every time you move those arms, the abdominal wall, the deep hip muscles are now coming back into play to make this a hip-driven stabilizing exercise so that we can actually affect your postural position by changing your shoulder position. And I want you to think about this before you get on a bike or run or anything like that. Now go palms up, thumbs back, and circle up and back now. 40 times. A little bit bigger circles. Shoulder blades are squeezed here. Feet are pointed straight ahead because that's what traps the hips so that it comes into play to make this a whole body exercise. How's that feel?
It feels pretty good.
Well, you're smiling. That's all that counts. You're smiling.
I'm trying not to lose count.
Uh-oh. 7, 8. Okay, drop your arms. Now let me get you down on your hands and knees facing me. What we're going to do is we're going to do what we call cat dog, and I know in yoga they call it like cat cow, things like that.
Yeah.
But we're going to try to turn this into more of a hip driven movement. Most people will push and they're going to make that face like I'm doing yoga, and they're making it so hard. Where I want it to really be a hip movement that brings your shoulder blades together. So I want you to take your pelvis into this position, pull it under, try to pull your nose to your zipper line like this and come up into that rounded back position. So you're pushing up to me. Now the release of this, drop this first, let it drop, and then bring your shoulder blades together and look up, and that's the dog position. Now to come out of that, let your pelvis go the other way. Yep. And then push your back to the ceiling, drop your head, and let this round over like the mad cat. And then go the other way like the pointer dog. Let it happen down here at the pelvis and hips first. Shoulder blades together right there. Really sink those together, which is the opposite of your sitting all day position.
Yeah.
So now go the other way. Let's get about 5 more. Just a fluid movement. Drop your head, because that's part of it. And now drop from here. Shoulder blades together and look up. Great. How does this feel?
Good.
Good, keep going. Head down, that's part of it. You see how you have the tendency to try to keep this up?
Yeah.
That's because all your movement right now is shoulder driven, which is why you don't like to go to the gym. You're just tired of working out inefficiently, I don't blame you. Hips drive the movement, push up from here, head down, move from the pelvis again first. That's a hip driven sequence. Shoulder blades collapsed, look up, beautiful, right there, good. Give me 2 more. Good head position on that one. Shoulder blades, right there. You should feel like the shoulder blades are moving easier now.
Yeah. Actually just felt some crack.
Did a little self-adjustment. Okay, let's have you stand up. Now just from doing those 2, just stand there. What does it feel like has changed in your overall body?
My shoulders feel more, I guess, aligned. Just more naturally straight.
And up here is not so tight.
Yeah.
Stress of the day, kids, driving, San Diego traffic, no fun, all that stuff, right? So now we're going to give you an exercise which we titled Finish Line Abs, because it honestly is the greatest abdominal exercise ever. So think about this. You're going to train your abs, and nobody likes ab training. So we're going to make it fun. So put your left foot forward as if you were going to sprint, and your back foot's up off the heel a little bit.
Okay.
So lift your back heel just a hair, like you were going to use that leg to push off.
Okay.
Put your hands at 90 degrees at the elbow, just like this. And I'll just start moving very slowly like this. Just get the movement. Look at my hand. Temple, temple, temple. Elbow going back behind me. Are you ready?
Yeah.
For the greatest 30 seconds of your life?
I'm not sure.
Watch. This fast. As fast as you can go.
Okay.
Ready? And we'll go by my watch, not yours.
Okay.
Go as fast as you can go. Turn it on. Turn it on. You have another gear. Find another gear. When you think it's fast enough, it's not. Bring your elbows back. Bring your elbows back. And I know you can actually see. What are you slowing down for? We're not jogging. Let's go. Come on. Come on. 10 seconds left. 10 seconds. And what I'm seeing is your whole body's trying to stabilize this. That's why it's so effective. 3, 2, 1. Done. Wait.
Finish
You still have to put the other leg behind you. We have to do that side too. Do it again. Okay, here we go. Are you ready? Sorry. And here we go. As fast as you can go. As fast as you can go. I'm killing you. Come on. Keep it up. Let's go. Speed it up. Speed it up. Speed it up. Speed it up. Good. Keep it pumping. Keep it pumping. Elbows back. Elbows up. I forgot to start my watch. Give me 5 seconds. Come on. Arms, 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 arms. 3, 2, 1. Good. Beautiful. Okay, now just stand there for a second. 3 exercises. Now what does that feel like?
Feels good.
If that were your only thing you could do today because of time, your metabolic rate's up, and for the next 23 and a half hours that are left in the day, your body's going, what did I do this morning? Versus what they normally do is they say, I'm going to beat myself up, I'm going to stress my internal systems, I don't want to be here, and that trickles into the rest of your day. And by 7 o'clock, you're, oh God, I'm done. Good?
Yeah, feels good. I like it.
Good, great job. Okay, so we're going to take Colby through 3 exercises for a sculpted kind of butt routine. These are 3 of our favorite out of this routine. So we're going to take him through, the first one's called bent leg or squat Da Vinci's. So in this position, he's active in his hands, the spinal curve's erect, and again, the videos are going to take people through all this. They're basically going to have videos that are talking about the exact form. And you'll see there's no rush with this. It's a deliberate lean one direction and another deliberate lean another direction. All the while holding the stability at his hip and pelvis. So Colby, give me like 3 more each way. So if you're trying this at home, it's not about how far you go. Go to where you're comfortable. Allow that pelvis to sit. So from the side view, he's kicking the butt back, sitting like this. We don't want you bending over like this to do it. So kick your butt back and then create the movement upstairs. You'll notice that his feet are dead straight ahead while he does this. Again, trapping the hips to keep this hip driven. And the next exercise, what do you want to do? All right, let's do this. So with squat lateral toe touches, you can see it's basically the same level, the same stability with his hip and back, and he's mobilizing the hip and pelvis laterally, which when's the last time anyone moves laterally? So we gotta start thinking, we're all up, down, straight ahead, back up. Nothing's ever to the side unless you're making a turn in your car, and that does not help your fitness. So ideally, mobilize the hip to create that hip-driven movement, increase calorie burn, increase your metabolic rate for the rest of the 23 some hours that are left in the day. Okay, that'll lead us to this next exercise, which is a little bit more aggressive, but again, we're going to a little bit from low intensity, slightly up to medium intensity. So go ahead and start these. So everybody's familiar with the typical burpees they do in class. We call these lateral burpees. You're jumping, you're coming down, you go at your own pace. I don't care if you have to walk your feet out while you're doing this. You can see he's not like doing any real explosive work. He's going where he's comfortable. And again, this is where we start to ramp it up just a little bit. You do as many reps as you want. If I say to do 15 or 30 seconds and you can only do 5 or 10, you got to listen to what your body's telling you. Okay, good. All right, buddy. Good job.